Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be unboxing I-DLE's 9th mini album We Made, and I do have all 4 of the album versions that they released. I think when they initially announced all of these versions, they were just titled the A, B, and C version, and then the POCA album, of course, but now they actually have names to them since they've released more detailed album details. So the A version is now the mono version. Then we have the B version, which is now the Crow version, and then we have the C version, which is now the Gimme That Love version, and then of course we have the POCA album version down here on the bottom. I just have 5 different copies of the POCA version, but these are all the same. So if y'all have been following along on my social media, or you guys saw my outro in my last video, you would know that I did order the A and B versions from K-Town For You, and I actually had multiple copies, enough so I could get a full K-Town For You pre-order benefits set, and then I of course could get a whole bunch of pre-order posters. That package was unfortunately stolen, I think. I'm not still quite sure what happened to it. It obviously hasn't turned up, but it was delivered to the common mailbox area at my place, and someone took it that wasn't me because I don't have it. So unfortunately, I'm still trying to sort that out, but I was able to stop by the local K-pop store that I have nearby me, relatively close by, and they did actually have both of these versions in stock. They actually also had the C version in stock, which I was kind of really surprised by. I did not pick up an extra copy of that, although I was super tempted, I'm not gonna lie. But I was able to pick up a mono version and a Crow version, so I could actually film this unboxing this week, but I just got 1 copy of each because I did panic buy a copy of each of those as well from a different US retailer, so those should hopefully be making their way to me soon. And then, like I said, I'm still trying to sort out with K-Town For You and FedEx that issue with my package because I obviously didn't get the things that I ordered. But besides that, I am really excited to get into this unboxing and unbox all the versions because I have so many thoughts and so much to talk about. I feel like it may be kind of difficult because I looked at the album details and there's actually no photo books in any of these album versions. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how exactly I want to divulge all of my thoughts when I unbox all of these albums, because usually I do that when I flip through the photo books. But I'm just so excited to go through these albums and talk about the comeback. And I don't think I mentioned yet, but I did get this We Made C version from a US retailer, and I got these POCA albums from Makestar, and I got 5 copies because I wanted a full set of Makestar pre-order benefits. So I have all 5 right here, and I actually will take all of these out of their sleeves right now, and then we'll go through them. All right, so all of the members are out of their sleeves, and these are all of the pre-order benefits that I got for Makestar. So we, of course, start off with Miyeon right here, and I love that they went with the Gimme That Love, I guess, design for the backs of these photo cards, because I just love the thermal look of everything. The colors work so well together, and it just looks so cool. So we have Miyeon up first there, and then we have Minnie right here up next, and that is the back of her photo card. And I have actually already looked at these. I just couldn't wait when I received the package. I was like, I have to look at the photo cards because I was really excited to receive them. And also I wanted to make sure that I received them because that package actually came the day after the previous package from K-Town For You was taken. So I was like, I need to make sure that I get this package because I want to receive the POCA albums and especially these Makestar pre-order benefits. So yeah, this is the full set of Makestar pre-order benefits that you get when you ordered the POCA albums through Makestar. So I'm very happy with this set, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the intro portion of this video. I just dropped Miyeon there out of frame, but there she goes. Now let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. I think I'm going to start with the mono version. Alrighty, so this is a good look at the mono version, which we are kicking things off with. So we have the front cover. It just says We Made at the top, then it says mono version underneath it, and kind of the text that they had for mono era. I guess, can we call it an era? It was 6 months ago now that this song released, so it was kind of an era in of itself. But yeah, this is the front cover. So we have an OT5 photo right here with some like extra people in the background right here on the cover, and then we flip it over to the back and it is kind of plain. It does say mono version on the back as well, and then we do have the track list in the bottom left hand corner, so I think now would be a good time to chat about that real quick. So for this mini album, they only did 5 total songs, and they of course have this 6th song right here, which is mono once again, but it's the mono version, so it plays through the speakers mono essentially, so it doesn't play, I guess, stereo. So we have that as the 6th track, but 5 new songs to, I guess, listen to. And so my favorite song on the whole mini is probably Crow. I really enjoy Crow. It has such like an anthem like sound to it and vibe to it, and I really liked the MV, and so Crow is probably my favorite song on this mini. And then after that, I probably want to go with Morning. I like Morning a lot, and Morning, actually, the chorus reminds me of another song. So if you guys are familiar with Block B's Nalili Mambo, way back in like, I don't know, 2013, 2014, it was a long time ago, but Block B was like a boy group or whatever back then, and they had a really popular song back then called Nalili Mambo, and the chorus part in Morning, like I guess it's like the bass guitar, and then there's like some really light strings, I think, that are over top of it or behind it, however you want to describe it, but that particular sound in the chorus really reminds me of Block B's Nalili Mambo and their chorus as well. So I really like that song by Block B, and so I also really enjoy Morning. And according to, I think Oogie did like a Berries live earlier this week, which I did watch a little bit of, but not the whole thing. I think she mentioned that they were going to be doing stages for Morning, so I guess we can all look forward to that. And then after Morning, I'm probably going with Mono. I really enjoy Mono, and I will have probably more thoughts once I actually get into this album version and we can like talk about that song specifically. But I mean, just the impact that had on me, and then I guess like the I-DLE community and just how we all kind of embraced each other when that song came out, I thought it was like really awesome. And so Mono means a lot to me, and I think it's a really great song, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then Love Is Pain is probably my 4th favorite song on this album. Even though it's my 4th favorite song, I still love that song a lot. You guys know me, I love the ballads. And then coming in 5th, unfortunately, I'm sure you guys might think unfortunately, but I still do enjoy the song, but I just don't like it as much as the others. It is Gimme That Love. So I will probably talk about it a little bit more when I get into the Gimme That Love like album version, but yeah, that is kind of my ranking, I guess, for my favorite songs on this album. And so I just spent a lot of time talking about the track list right there, so I'm going to actually unbox like what we came here to do. So those were the sides. This is a slip cover, so I'm just going to slip the cover off, set it to the side, and then open it. And okay, good, we don't have any photo cards on the top, but this is what it looks like when you first open it, so I'm just going to dump everything out and then we'll get into it. Before I go ahead and get into the photo books here, we do have the mini CD. So this is, of course, the CD that's kind of the same size as the, well, it's exactly the same size as the Orgel version from Red Velvet's Feel My Rhythm. I think that was the first time I saw one of these like groups do a CD of that size. And it kind of seems like it's made its way through the rest of the, I guess, like companies and stuff like that, so they want to utilize the mini CD as well. But really cute mini CD in the bottom of this photo book here. So I'm also going to put this to the side, and then we can go ahead and get through the photo books. So we have 3 different photo books for the mono version, and they are all actually like accordion style. So I think what I'm going to do is probably like flip through them, I guess on the first side, like just once like this. And then what I'll do is probably open it up and then kind of just like go through each page, maybe like individually, and obviously go through the back side because it's going to be double-sided. So this is what the front looks like for the first photo book. And then this is what the back looks like. We just have the, I guess, asterisk logo. So that's pretty cool. And so we open it up and we have a couple photos of Miyun here. So we have a headshot of Miyun, and then we have a shot of her lips, and then her eye right here. And then we have Minnie, and so Minnie is doing a peace sign right here, and we also have a shot of her lips, and then it looks like her ear and earring that she's wearing. Super cute. Then, of course, we have Soyeon, and Soyeon looks super cool in that photo right there on the left. And we also have a photo of her eye and then her, like, nose ring or nose piercing right there. And up next, we have Oogie, and Oogie also looks so incredible, which the styling for Oogie, like, for all 3 MVs specifically for this comeback, I was just in love with. Like, every single outfit that Oogie was wearing in Mono, in Crow, and in Gimme That Love, I was just like, oh my gosh, she looks so incredible. Like, like I was really into Oogie's styling for this comeback for sure. And then last but certainly not least, we have Shuhua right here in the blonde wig with the bangs, looking super gorgeous. And we have a necklace right here, I think, and then also a shot of Shuhua's eye. And so that is one side, and now I guess we go to the other side, and I think this is going to be like a full like group, I guess, panoramic photo right here. So I'm just showing each individual page first, and then we can kind of unravel everything, and it's not going to fit all in the same frame at once, but I can kind of just do this and I think it'll still be okay. So this is the group photo with all of the extras and dancers from the MV. So super cool that they got to be included in not just the MV, but also the album version itself. And then this is just another look at the other side of all of those photos once again, I guess just like as an accordion. So that is the first photo book for the mono version. We have 2 more to go through. So this is the second photo book, accordion style, for the mono version. So that is the front side, and then we have the back side, which actually has the I-DLE script for the back side here, but it also does have the asterisk logo. And so we are just going to begin to flip through all of these on this one side first here. And it looks like we have some OT5 photos actually on this first side up first. So we have some very pretty photos of I-DLE right here. And, ooh, okay, so we actually have Soyeon here at the end, kind of just like as a singular member, kind of looking at everyone else, I guess. So that's kind of cool. And then we are going to flip it over, and it looks like we have some individual photos now of all the members. They are behind some sort of like, I guess maybe like not stained glass, but like shower glass, I guess is kind of what I'm looking for. So you can't really see them too well, but yeah, that is both sides. And now I'm going to unravel this and I guess kind of show it throughout the frame little by little here. So this is what it looks like when it's kind of unraveled. And then we have the other side right here with everyone behind the glass where you can't really see them all that well, but stylistically it looks really cool. So yeah, that is the second accordion style photo book. Let's go through the third. So this is the last accordion style photo book for the mono version, and on the front it says "We Made Again," and of course I-DLE's 9th mini album. And then on the back we actually do have credits, so that's a little bit of a switch up, and I guess that they are considering this photo book to be like the last quote-unquote photo book of the mono version, because usually they put the credits at like the back of photo books. So I guess that's kind of signifying that like this is the last photo book that you're supposed to look through, I guess. I'm not quite sure. So up first we have a photo of Minnie right here looking super beautiful and gorgeous. And then we have some holding hands right there. I'm not quite sure who are holding the hands here, but we do have a picture of 2 people holding hands. And so we have Miyun right there on the left, and then we have Soyeon right here looking very gorgeous. Then we of course have Oogie up next, once again looking very beautiful. And then to round out this side, we have Shuhua in the blonde wig once again. And then we are just going to flip it over and start flipping through these pages. So I think this might actually be the same photo that is on the front of this album cover, except it's in color. So I think this same photo is the album cover, but it's just in black and white. So let me unravel everything and kind of just show what we got going on here in the full spectrum of things. So as you can see, it kind of alternates member to then a picture of, I guess, two members holding hands, and then another member, and then holding hands, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's pretty cool for that side. And then this side right here, as you can see, we have the credits, and we have like the full, I guess, cast and crew for the music video in this photo right here. So yeah, those are all three of the photo books for the mono version. Kind of interesting that they went with like an accordion style photo book where you weren't necessarily flipping through it like with a, I guess, flipping through a book with like a spine and stuff like that. So definitely a switch up, but I'm still really happy with those photo books. Let's get into the other inclusions. Up first, we have some lyrics postcards here. So it looks like one side is going to be photos of the members or photos from the mono music video. And then as I flip this first one over right here, we do have some lyrics on the other side. So this first postcard has lyrics for mono and Gimme That Love. So that's very nice. And then we have this other postcard. This is a vertical postcard of just an OT5 photo of them in this like big like white room just sitting on a black couch looking very cool. And so we flip that over and we have more lyrics. So it says we have lyrics for Morning and Crow on this postcard right there. And then this last postcard is a photo of, I think towards the end in terms of like where it's at in the choreography, where all of them are like holding hands and Minnie is kind of just like in the middle of everyone. So very cool photo right here. And then on the back, we do have Love is Pain and then the mono version of mono. So those are the three postcards that you get. I'm assuming because they are lyric sheets that these will come in every single like album copy. So I don't think you have to worry too much about not getting these if you really want them. Then up next, we have a sticker sheet right here. So first off, what I see is we have a whole bunch of stickers with their asterisk logo. So we do like that a lot. Then we have a We Made sticker and then a sticker for each of the members and then a couple like I-DLE script stickers for this era here, mono era. So yeah, some very cool stickers. Up next, we have a bookmark. So I did actually look at the album details and I did confirm that this is a bookmark. So even though it doesn't look like a traditional bookmark where it's like a little bit more, I guess, elongated vertically, it can still like obviously very easily operate as a bookmark. So we do have some We Made text right here on this one side and some very interesting designs. And then the back is just plain white. So yeah, very cool bookmark that you can use. All right, so all that's left are the two photo cards. And I do believe for this version and the other standard versions, so the B and the C versions, it's just going to be 2 of 5 photo cards. So I don't believe they did too many photo cards like in total for this comeback. I think it's 5 per standard version, and then I think they did a total of 10 when we get to the POCA version. But regardless, I'm going to flip this first one, and ooh, okay, so we get a Miyeon photo card right here. She is kind of poking her cheek, looking so gorgeous here. I love her like super wavy hair and like the black nails in this look for her. Like she just looks so incredibly gorgeous. And then we flip it over to the back, and the back is pretty plain, so it's just a white back. It just says I-DLE at the top and We Made at the bottom. So that is our first photo card pull. Up next, we have the second pull, so we're gonna flip, and oh, okay, so we get a Shuhwa photo card right here. She looks also very gorgeous in this photo card, and also she's wearing the blonde wig in this photo card. So the blonde wig with the super long blonde hair and the bangs, and makeup also looking incredible here as well. She's kind of showing off the nails in this particular photo card, and the back is exactly the same as the Miyeon photo card that we just saw. So just says I-DLE at the top and then We Made at the bottom. But yeah, that's kind of it for what you get in the mono version. I will move on to the Crow version very briefly, or I guess very quickly here, but I do still want to talk about the mono, I guess, MV real quick. So I actually have a lot of thoughts about the mono MV, and I might have even talked about it a little bit in like, I don't remember. I feel like I brought it up in maybe like a sleeving video, or maybe it was like a storing video or something like that. But I ultimately, when it came out back in January, I didn't talk about it a lot because I was kind of thinking that I would probably, like, first of all, it would be part of whatever like next Korean comeback they did. And of course, I was correct in that. We all were correct because we all thought Mono would probably just be a part of the next album that they did or released. And so I was like, I'm not going to talk about it because I'll probably have time to talk about it when we get to like the unboxing and stuff like that. And of course here, they didn't do a photo book. So now I couldn't really like have a whole bunch of time to talk about the MV. So now I'm just talking about it after going through the album, which now you guys are probably like, you know, you're wasting my time, go through the albums. But I still think it's important to talk about the Mono MV because I think it's abundantly clear like how much of an impact that had on people when it like came out back in January. And when it came out back in January, I remember listening to it for the first time and just immediately just getting it, you know, just like it immediately registered with me. And it registered with me, like, I'm not afraid to say, like, on a very emotional level, you know, like I just, it made me so happy, and it made me so, I guess, like, I don't know, like optimistic about what the future holds, not just for like I-DLE, right? But just for like me and for the world and stuff like that. It was a really just like heartwarming song, and it felt like a, I guess, like warm hug, you know? It was just like a really good song. It was very beautifully written. And of course, the meaning of the song kind of is just be yourself and don't care about what anyone says. And as long as you love yourself, you can love others. And I think that is such a lost idea in today's world, because today's world, it's very like unserious. Everyone tries to be like edgy and cynical and just not genuine, and everyone just comes across as very like disingenuous for the most part, like when you interact with strangers and stuff like that on the internet, and even sometimes in real life too. It kind of like comes across that way, and you just kind of have to shrug it off, obviously, in real life and I guess on the internet too. But it was really nice to see that song kind of just like unite everybody together on, you know, social media that I saw at least. And it was just really awesome. Like people sharing their stories and seeing everyone just love the song, love themselves, love each other. It was so cool to see that like happen in real time. And also on top of that, I think it's really important that I-DLE is making music like that, because in Korea, we obviously know like they have their problems, right? In terms of like, you know, the patriarchy obviously still like runs very deep in that country. And also, that's not the only country, like this is no slack to Korea, right? That's not the only country that's happening in, right? That's kind of happening, if we're being honest, like that happens in like every country for the most part, right? Even the United States. The United States, especially recently, has like regressed so much, right? And that, of course, is very disappointing in terms of just like, you know, everyone just hating each other for no reason. It's like, I believe in the human condition, and I kind of believe that people are not predisposed to like being mean and cruel and stuff like that. I have the belief that in general, people are good to their core, right? And in general, they want, you know, everything to be good for everyone else, right? But in terms of today's world, we don't really see that too much. And I think it's super important that I-DLE is challenging, I guess, the patriarchy and just the way things are in Korea, because I think we know that a lot of people did not like that song in terms of what it meant when it came out. And I just think it's awesome that, and I think it's really important too, that especially in the song, with the lyrics that they use and stuff like that, to just flat out say it in terms of what they mean. They did not dance around it. They did not, you know, I guess like mince their words or whatever. They did not beat around the bush, whatever you want to say to describe it, right? They did not dance around it. They said whether you're straight or gay. And I think that is super important, and it means a lot to obviously that community, those communities, and it means a lot to, I guess, progress forward as people, right? Because ultimately, they want to use music as a vessel to, create change and get people, I don't know, like organized, or get people just like loving each other again. And I think that's so important, and I think that's so admirable, and I'm just super happy to be a supporter of I-DLE. And I knew when I saw that music video and I listened to that song, I was just like, I'm in the right place in terms of I like the right group, and this group is definitely like a group that I just love so much. So I wanted to get that out there. I wanted to say it. I know that was probably like a 10-minute like dialogue in terms of just like, this wasn't part of the unboxing or whatever, right? But I still wanted to point that out there because I think it's important, and I just, like I said, I just wanted to get it out there. So if you have similar thoughts or whatever in the comment section below, let me know. But now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the B version, which is the Crow version. So the next version I got here is, as I mentioned, the Crow version. So we have a very cool design on the front cover of this version, and I actually brought it up just about 10 minutes ago or whatever, but this is kind of the same size as the Orgel version for Red Velvet and Feel My Rhythm. So by the way, I also didn't mention, but the sizes of both the mono version and the Gimme That Love version, those are kind of the same size as ITZY's box versions that they've been doing for like Tunnel Vision and Girls Will Be Girls and those releases, right? So those are also kind of like compact and small, so I did just want to mention that briefly. But moving on, we have the front cover of the Crow version right here, and then flipping it over, we have the back with the very cool design as well. So we have like a cross right here, and then we have two crows on the flank, and then it says We Made right underneath there. And we have this like silver text, I guess, on the black box, which, by the way, this black box feels very like, I don't really know, it's kind of like a matte, but like a really soft matte. I don't know if you guys can hear that if I like, I guess, rub it, but it's kind of like a really soft matte. I don't really know how else to describe it. Or maybe like a felt, like felt, I don't know, like markers, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, kind of like that is kind of what it feels like. So now I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and take everything out. I think we have a circular like container in here. All right, so this is what the tin case looks like on the inside. We just have I-DLE, so the script I-DLE right here in the middle, and then the asterisk logo, so pretty plain. And then this is what all of the sides look like. There's nothing on the side, nothing on the bottom, so pretty plain. And before I get into this, I do just want to mention, you guys may hear some like fans in the background now, because as I was taking this out of the box, the UPS for my PC just kicked on, and the fans are now going now. That usually only happens when there's like a little bit of a power surge, and so I guess maybe I just had a power surge. I didn't really notice any of the lights flicker, but there actually are supposed to be some like really bad thunderstorms later today, the day I'm filming this. I think we're under like a tornado watch right now, and it's supposed to be like pretty severe thunderstorms later. So perhaps they're starting to roll in, but I'm not quite sure. So anyway, I just wanted to notice that because you may hear some fans in the background. I'm just going to keep filming. I do apologize if the fans are annoying, but I can't really do anything about it. But this is what it looks like when you first open it up. So we have a very beautiful drawing of a crow right there. That's super, super cool. Kind of like perched inside of it, like a, I don't know, like a wooden frame, I guess. I don't know how to describe that. It's kind of like a window, actually, but still a very cool drawing nonetheless. And so I think I'm just gonna dump everything out of here. All right, so we got everything out of there, and this album version also has a mini CD. So this is what the mini CD looks like for this album version. I'm trying to figure out which way might be like the top and which way might be the bottom. I don't totally know. Also, the shadow is not really helping. Actually, that's probably a good look at everything. So you can kind of see the full mini CD right there. I'm not going to take it out. I'm just going to leave it in the bottom right there. But still a very cool design. Kind of like a, I don't know, what's it called? Like a, what's the Saints logo? The New Orleans Saints logo. It's like a fleur-de-lis, I think is what it's called. Kind of like those all over this like mini CD plate right here. So very cool. I'm going to put the lid back on and kind of just leave that in the top left corner. Okay, so for this version, once again, we don't have a traditional photo book, but we do have literally just like a whole bunch of circular photos that kind of like operate as a photo book here. So some of these are lyric sheets, it looks like. So the other side will like have lyrics on them. And then some of them, as we get deeper into these, will be member photos. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of just go through these slowly one by one. And I can kind of also, while I'm doing that, talk about the Crow MV. So this is the back of that Crow picture, by the way, right here. So we just have some lyrics on the back. And so we already saw the front of that one. Let's go ahead and move on to these others. Up first, we have an OT5 photo of everyone standing in front of the blue backdrop right there, looking very pretty and gorgeous. And on the back, we have lyrics for Gimme That Love. And then we have another OT5 photo here up next, also in front of the blue background. And then we have lyrics for Morning on the other side. So I guess these first 6 are going to be lyrics, maybe just 5. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we have another OT5 photo right there and the lyrics for Crow. And then I rotate this one and we have another OT5 photo. And then on the back of this one, we have Love is Pain. And then we have another OT5 photo. This lighting immediately reminds me of I Love era. I forget exactly like what the album version was called, but there was an album version that had like a yellow, like I guess photo book cover to it, and the pictures in that album version, they were kind of all taken with this like soft green lighting. This immediately reminds me of that, but they all look super gorgeous in that OT5 photo, and we do have the mono version for Mono right there as the 6th track. And then we have a candle right here, or several candles, I guess, on this side. And then we flip it over and, ooh, okay, so we have a Miyeon photo right here. I'm not quite sure, is this supposed to be like the proper side? Oh wait, no, these are double-sided. So I guess maybe it's supposed to be like this, or like this is the front and maybe Miyeon is on the back. So yeah, that is a picture of Miyeon right there, looking super gorgeous. But now that we're into all the members, it seems, I think I'm gonna start talking about Crow, the MV. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this unboxing, Crow is my favorite song on this album as a whole, and it actually didn't like click with me right away. It definitely took a couple listens, probably about like 5 or 6 listens before I was like, oh, this song like actually is like so good. It kind of has, I think I mentioned at the beginning, but like an anthem sound to it. What I would kind of equate it to is kind of just like a, I don't know, just like a pump up song for like a sporting event or something like that, you know, like it has like a very like bring 'em out type energy. You know the song I'm talking about, bring 'em out. Like it has like that energy to it. And the lyrics are also very cool as well, because it talks a lot about, or I-DLE talks a lot about how they were, you know, born from the nest of a crow, and they kind of got to where they are today because of themselves, not really like from outside help or not really from company help, because I mean, we all know Cube is like not the best company, right? And honestly, if I-DLE ever leaves Cube, I don't know what's going to happen to Cube. I don't necessarily care. But I don't know if I-DLE ever leaves that company, if Cube is going to be able to survive, because they do have a couple other groups. Oh my gosh, that photo of Minnie, like, oh my God. But Cube has a couple other groups, and I don't really see them like using or promoting their other groups. So I-DLE is kind of their cash cow right now, and that's a lot of power to hold, I guess, if you're I-DLE, in terms of like, you know, you can kind of get what you want or need from the company if you have that much power and like negotiating power. But it also kind of remains to be seen, you know, what I-DLE wants to do. Maybe they want to change companies in the future. Who knows? I don't know what the future holds, but only I-DLE knows that. But what I do have faith in is that I-DLE is always going to make the best decisions for themselves, both professionally and personally, right? And they've mentioned many, many times in many, many interviews that they always talk with each other and they always kind of voice their opinions, and they kind of just, talk it out as like a family and see, what they want to do with the group and their careers and stuff like that. And so I think that's very healthy, and I think that's a good way to go about it. And I love how they have so much like control and autonomy over, the music that they make, and, like just the production of everything, and their ideas are very prevalent in all of their music and music videos and stuff like that, right? So I love that a lot, and I'm glad that they have that opportunity to do that. But now we move into some photos of Soyeon here, and I got really sidetracked right there because I was supposed to be talking about the Crow music video, which I really enjoyed. The music video was shot really, really well. I loved the styling for Soyeon specifically, like Soyeon's look during her rapping part, where like she has like, I think, jeans and like a leather jacket or something, and she's got those like really cool sunglasses. Like she just looks like the aura is off the charts, man. Like she looks so good in that scene and in that outfit. And so I really liked her outfit. I really liked Oogi's outfit, which I mentioned before. And then I also really liked Shuhwa's outfit in that music video as well, because Shuhwa also kind of had like, I think she had like some leather pants on, maybe like a leather jacket, like a biker jacket or something like that. And her like wavy hair was also like super, super gorgeous in that style. So really enjoyed the music video for that reason. One thing I was thinking about in terms of the song itself was I was thinking that sirens, like maybe like not like a police car siren, right? But like a slow, like whining siren, maybe like a, I don't know, because it's on my mind right now, maybe like a tornado siren type deal. That would probably work at like different points in that song, because I think that kind of adds like a hypiness to the song, like siren, when you have sirens like that. So I thought that would like work really nice in the song, but then it kind of dawned on me that they kind of did that already, just not with an actual siren, but they did it with I guess that call at the beginning of the song, right? I was going to say the music video, but it's the music video and the song, where we have someone basically screaming, I guess like a crow. And that's kind of like, can kind of be interpreted kind of like as a siren. And then when you get to the bridge part with Minnie, like, oh my gosh, I love the bridge for Crow so, so much. But when you get to that bridge part, her voice kind of comes in like as a siren. And I know a lot of people have said, especially on Twitter before, like Minnie is the siren of K-pop, which, I mean, you can debate one way or another, but I mean, everyone has incredible voices. I don't think, one particular person can, stake a claim to being the siren of K-pop, right? But what I do know in this music video is that Minnie's voice does sound like a siren in terms of like at that part. And I really enjoyed that so, so much. Like I said, that bridge is so good, and I really enjoy how instead of like, it kind of makes me believe like maybe Soyeon or whoever was, producing that, I can't remember exactly, was it just Soyeon? I know Soyeon wrote the lyrics for Crow, and she probably had a hand in Crow as well, but I don't remember if there were like other people working on the composition or not. But it kind of leads me to believe that maybe they were also kind of thinking that sirens would be good, but they just went like a different route with it. You kind of get what I'm saying. But yeah, we have some Oogi pictures right there, and then we are going to move into Shuhwa, and we have some very gorgeous photos of Shuhwa right here. Now that I feel like we're at the end, or very close to the end of all of these circular photos, I feel I can kind of like relax my hand a little bit, because as I was unboxing this, I was like, what would be the best way to like hold these as I go through them? And I was kind of just like, well, it'd probably be best if I just like hold it, like this. But it was kind of like, I don't know, the position was like not good for my arm. I was kind of like letting my arm hang out there. But now I can kind of like relax and just kind of flip through these semi-normally, as we got these last couple photos of Shuhua right here looking so stunning in all of these photos, and we have this last picture here of her in the soft green lighting, and then the same one on the other side in terms of the set right there, also the soft green lighting. And then we finish with this picture of a crow who is holding onto a cross necklace. So that's pretty cool. And then we do have credits on the back right here. So yeah, those are all of the, I guess, photo book photos that come in the crow version. Once again, super unique and super cool concept. So let's move on to the other inclusions. All right, so for inclusions, we actually don't have too much for the crow version. So we do have this, what I'm assuming is also a bookmark. So on this one side, it just says "We Made" in this like really cool text, I guess. It kind of actually looks like the Olympic rings a little bit. Not like too much, right? Because obviously the rings for the Olympic rings, they like interlock, but still looks really cool. And then the back is just plain white. So yeah, that is the, I guess, bookmark for the crow version. Then up next, we do have 3 small stickers right here. So up first, we have this sticker of a crow spreading its wings. Then we also have a picture of, it looks like, it's not exactly a crow, I don't think, but it's supposed to, I guess, resemble a crow. It kind of looks like a cross between that like fleur-de-lis and then a crow. So that's kind of the sticker design that we're working with right there. And then we do have a script sticker right here. So it just says I-DLE, and then it has the asterisk right there. So those are the 3 stickers that come in the crow version. Then we do just have the 2 photo cards remaining. So once again, this is 2 of 5 photo cards for the crow version. So we're gonna flip and, okay, so we get a Shuhua photo card once again in the super crazy like wavy hair here. So I'm not quite sure if she like messed it up for this photo or if it was just like, I don't know, messed up at the time. Because it doesn't look like it's stylized in a particular way. It kind of just looks like all over the place, but it also kind of looks like she's not in maybe her regular outfit. Like she kind of looks like she's in one of the like poofy jackets that they sometimes wear when they're like cold on set, when it's like when they're not filming. But this is the back of the photo card right here. So it says "We Made" on the bottom and then I-DLE at the top, but a super cute Shuhua photo card to start things off. Then the second photo card, we're gonna flip and, okay, so we get a Soyeon photo card for the first time today. So she looks very stunning here in this, I guess, like suit jacket. And then she has the short brown hair or light brown hair, kind of making a funny face in this photo card. And then the back is also the same here. So it just says "We Made" at the bottom and then I-DLE at the top. So yeah, that is all I got for the crow version. Now let's go ahead and move into the C version, which I'm so excited for because this is the perfume version. So let's get into that. All right, so this is the C version, or the Gimme That Love version for We Made. And I mentioned this at the beginning, but I love this color design and concept design and the mix of just like all these like bright and warm colors. Like it's so cool. I love like the thermal look of it. So this is the front cover. It is holographic in nature, which you can kind of see in the lighting there. So it says "We Made" right there, and then we flip it over to the back, and the back is kind of just the same design. It does have some, I think, the track list. Yes, the track list is up here if I hold it a little bit closer. And then it also has like the copyright and stuff right there. But yeah, I actually picked this up. I was very worried about this version because they initially had it on like Korean retailers, like available to purchase internationally, but they pulled it very quickly once they realized that there were going to be perfumes in it, because apparently you cannot ship, I guess, internationally perfumes, I guess, like very simply, because they're technically alcohol and I guess considered flammable. So perhaps you're not allowed to ship them, or perhaps there's just like extra documentation that has to take place, right? So I was able to order this from Music Plaza, which is a US retailer, and this actually shipped first before all of my other albums. So even like K-Town For You and Make Star, it beat those 2 stores to the punch, which I was very surprised by, because I was not expecting that at all. I was honestly expecting to wait like a month to get this at least. But I do have it now. Very happy that I was able to get my hands on it, and I had like no real issues with it. So that is the outside packaging. Is this it is not a slip cover. Okay, so it just opens like this. And so this is what the inside looks like. It looks like we have maybe like some postcards right here. And then what do we have on the top? Oh, okay, so the top is like a description of all of the perfumes. Okay, so we'll get to that. I don't think there's a photo book in here. I'm just gonna dump everything out carefully and try to not see the photo cards. All right, so I did take everything out, and the photo cards are actually safely in like a little envelope with the CD and stuff, and I will get to those in a second, but this is what all of the perfumes look like in the case, I guess, so very cool. I think I saw that they were like 0.6 fluid ounces, I think is what it was. It's either 0.06, 0.08. It's one of those two. It was either 6 or 8, I can't remember, but that's how much perfume you get in each of these little, I guess, vials. I don't know. But we will go through those very shortly. I do want to go through the inclusions first, though. So we do get a random postcard, it seems, because I do get a Shuhua postcard in my copy right here. So we have a very pretty photo of Shuhua, and this is the back of the postcard. So more of the thermal design for We Made era. Up next, we have the little envelope that I mentioned before. So it just says I-DLE on the outside here. And then as I flip it over, you will see that the mini CD is held in the envelope. And then we open it up, and this is where the photo cards are. And then it looks like a lyric sheet. So I am just going to set those to the side. And then we have the mini CD right here. So that is a very cool mini CD plate. And then on the top here, it just says I-DLE 9th mini album We Made. And then I am going to grab the lyric sheet first. So we have the We Made lyric sheet, and it is accordion style. And I will open it briefly and show you guys very quickly what both sides look like. But it's just going to be lyrics and credits. So that's all for that. And then we just have the photo cards here. So let me actually flip those first. All right, so my first of 2 photo card pulls is going to be, oh, okay, so we get an Oogie photo card. I'm actually so happy that I pulled an Oogie photo card because I was worried I was gonna go through all the standard versions without pulling my bias. So we get an Oogie photo card for the C version, or Gimme That Love version, and we have a very cool color design of like pink and dark blue on the back of this photo card. And Oogie is holding some sort of a drink, I think, in this photo card. I think that's a drink. I actually, after taking a closer look, I have no idea. I don't really know if that's a drink or not, so I'm not willing to stamp that, but I think it's a drink, but not totally sure. But we have this Oogie photo card to start things off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the second photo card here, and then I'm going to flip, and oh, okay, so we get a mini photo card, and I think that means, yes, that means we pulled one of each of the members for each of the standard versions. So we actually got so lucky with that. So we pulled 2 Shuhuas, which I guess it was guaranteed that we were going to pull 2 of one member if we were going to pull like one of each member for each of these versions, because it's only 6 total like photo cards. But we get a mini photo card right here. She's also holding the same object, which again, not sure if that's a drink or not, but she looks so stunning here. And yeah, I'm actually very happy that that worked out like that. And then we pulled one of each member for each of these standard versions. So that's pretty cool. Now what I'm gonna do is actually set all this stuff to the side here, and then I'm going to bring the perfumes back front and center, and then we're just gonna go through these one by one. So I kind of want to spray each one and then kind of like give my take on what it smells like, and then also kind of go through the descriptions. All right, so up first, this is Miyun's perfume right here. As you can see, it is clearly labeled, and we do have, I guess, all of the I don't know, ingredients right here on this side. It says moss green, I guess, as the scent or whatever. And then on the inside right here, let's see, it says moss green, and it's supposed to be earthy citrus fragrance. Okay, so let's go ahead and spray, I guess, like on my hand here. So, okay, so I'm smelling it right now, and it kind of smells like, I guess, the forest, right? So kind of just like, it's definitely, when it says like earthy, like, I guess, scent or whatever, it smells like the forest. It kind of actually smells like a cologne more than a perfume. That's just my opinion, but it definitely, it gives like those earthy tones for sure. It smells like, I don't know, just like a mix of like tree bark and like moss and just like leaves. I don't know, like if you're like deep in the woods is kind of what it smells like. So I do like that scent quite a bit. So that is Miyun's scent. Up next, we have Minnie's little vial right here. So it just says I-DLE and Minnie, and hers is supposed to be Sunny Breeze. And these are all the ingredients, I guess, and stuff here on the vial. And then as I look in the box, what does it say for Sunny Breeze? It says citrus fruity fragrance. Okay, so what I will say for Miyun is that I didn't really get too much of the citrus smell or citrus aspect. It kind of just smells like the woods, in my opinion. But for Minnie, we're supposed to get citrus fruity. So let's go ahead and spray that. Okay, so immediately I'm hit with like tones of maybe like, I don't know, like grapefruit or like orange maybe. I'm not really getting too much like lemon or lime or anything like that, but there's definitely like a citrus element to it. I definitely get the citrus a lot more in Minnie's than I do Miyun's fragrance. So yeah, I do like that smell quite a bit. And so that is Minnie's fragrance. Let's go ahead and grab Soyeon's now. So this is what Soyeon's vial looks like. Once again, it just kind of has the same design as all the others. And her scent is supposed to be Sincere Wood. And then what is the little extra description on the box here? So it says deep woody fragrance. So I'm expecting it to smell probably very similar to Miyun's scent. So let me pick a spot here on my arm to spray this. Okay, so immediately I'm getting like tones of like evergreen stuff. So like Christmas trees. Like think Christmas trees and how Christmas trees smell every Christmas. That's kind of what I'm getting with Soyeon's. Yeah, it's definitely a very like woody, you know, Christmas tree type fragrance or scent or whatever. So I actually quite like that. I think that one's probably my favorite one so far, just because I really like the smell of just like fresh Christmas trees. Those are so cool. And it also just like fills up the entire house when you have like a fresh, real Christmas tree for Christmas. So yeah, I think I like Soyeon's the best so far. So now we move into Oogi's. And so let me go ahead and show her little vial right here. So it's kind of the same as all the others. And hers is going to be a lazy vanilla scent. And then let's look at the extra description right here. So the extra description says vanilla musky fragrance. So I think this might be a contender also for my favorite, because I love the smell of vanilla. Like anytime I do any like baking or anything like that, I always have to just take a quick whiff of the vanilla extract. Like I know it's probably not good for me, but like I still just got to do it, man. Like it's just, I got to do it. So I'll probably like this fragrance a lot. So let me go ahead and pick another spot and spray this. Oh my gosh, yes. This just soared to the top of my favorites in all the fragrances. This smells so good. It definitely I'm getting definitely the vanilla for sure. I'm trying to figure out what else I kind of smell. It's kind of like, I don't really know how to describe it. It kind of smells like vanilla mixed with like the smell of wood, I guess, is kind of like the best way I can maybe think to describe it. But that could also be because I've sprayed 2 scents on like my arms already that kind of have like a woody, earthy scent to them already. So I don't know if they're like blending with each other. I sprayed them all in different parts. So I sprayed one like here, 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 and here so far. And obviously have to do a different spot for Shuhua when I do hers. But I like Oogies the most so far for sure because I love the smell of vanilla, but I'm also kind of picking up like a wood scent to it, if that makes sense. So as I mentioned, last but not least, we have Shuhua's scent right here. So we have all the usual branding on the little vial, and then this one says Rosy Forest. So it looks like 3 of the 5 are kind of based in the forest and like greenery. So we're gonna see what Shuhua's smells like. Let's see what her extra description says. It says aromatic floral fragrance. Okay, so that's very interesting. Okay, so this one smells very similar, I think, to Miyun's. So it has kind of the same tones, and like I think Miyun's, like it's supposed to have the citrus smell to it because that's what it like describes, but I personally don't get too much of the citrus. This scent for Shuhua, it honestly smells also kind of like a guy's cologne to me instead of like a perfume. It's definitely very earthy, very woody. You definitely get all of those aspects to Shuhua's little scent right here. So I think it's very similar to Miyun's, but I think I like Shuhua's a little bit better. So if I were to rank all of these, I think I would probably go Oogie's fragrance, then probably Soyun's, then maybe Shuhua's, and then honestly 4th or 5th is probably a toss-up between Miyun or Minnie. I personally don't like the smell of like super citrusy things. Perhaps because Miyun, I don't get the citrus. Maybe I would put it ahead of Minnie's because Minnie obviously like definitely comes through with like the citrus smell. But that's kind of just like, I guess, my thoughts on all of these fragrances. I hope I described them good enough for y'all. I know I like to try to be like super descriptive in my videos, and even though like for me, I don't really use fragrances a whole lot. I use them occasionally, right? But my knowledge in this, area is not so great. So, perhaps my descriptions are not the best, but I did my best. I hope that I, explained it as good as I can. And yeah, let me know if you guys got the C version, which fragrance of yours is the favorite. And yeah, just let me know in the comment section below. But I love this album version. I love that we got 5 different members throughout all of the standard versions for our photo cards. So I do like that a lot. We still have one more version to get to, and that is 5 different copies of the POCA version. So let's get to that. Alrighty, so we now have 5 different copies of the POCA album. I'm just going to show the front and back of this first one here. It looks like we have a We Made sticker on the outside. I'm not really going to worry too much about damaging that or trying to keep it. I'm probably just going to rip right through it, which might hurt some of you, but I don't really care too much about this like outside plastic packaging. So I'm probably just going to honestly go through the first one here, see what's inside. Obviously there's going to be photo cards in here, so I think we'll have 2 of 10 total photo cards for like the regular photo cards, and then it's going to be 1 of 5 for the QR cards. I don't know if there's going to be anything else in here in terms of like stickers or maybe like a small lyric sheet, but I'll go through that first for this like first copy, and then I'll kind of just blaze through the other ones, and we'll just see what our photo card pulls are for the others. So it looks like this main side here just says We Made, and then on this side here we do have the track list and all that stuff, and it kind of just opens up like an envelope right here. So I'm gonna do that, and we have all the photo cards facing down, so that is a good thing. All right, so up first we have what I think are just the instructions for like accessing the extra stuff with the QR code and like the app or whatever, so we're not really concerned about that. We do get a couple sticker sheets here, so this is the first one. This is the Gimme That Love, I guess, design for these stickers. So we have an I-DLE script sticker, so it just says I-DLE, and then we have another sticker here with like some silhouette of a person, and then we have like a thermal, I guess, design right here for the other sticker. And then this sticker sheet is also in the Gimme That Love style right here. And so we have another like thermal design, we have another I-DLE sticker, and then we have, honestly, I don't know what that is. I'm not quite sure. It's just kind of like, I don't know, like connect the dots or whatever. But yeah, those are the stickers that we get. We do get 3 total photo cards, as I mentioned. So the QR card and then 2 regular photo cards. So let me flip these one by one. So we have our first photo card pull, and we get, so we get an Oogie photo card. She is holding some sort of, is that a lollipop? I think that might be a lollipop. But it is a heart-shaped lollipop, if it is indeed that. And she's also in the same outfit that we got a photo card of her in the C version. So this will actually match very well, depending on how I set it up in my photo card binder. This will match very well together. I actually would like to see a little bit more, like, outfit cohesiveness amongst all the photo cards for I-DLE, because I feel like the last 2 comebacks, I think, definitely for, what was their last comeback? We Are. Definitely for We Are, they didn't really match too much in terms of like outfits across all of the versions. They were like really cohesive for like I Sway and I Love and all of those comebacks, right? 2 era also was really nice. And we haven't really seen a lot of that recently. So I think it would be awesome if they did that for this comeback, but I don't know what they did. I'll have to figure out once I like look at a template and stuff. But we get Oogie for our first photo card pull. Up next, we have regular photo card number 2, and we're gonna flip, and so we get a mini photo card here. She has a crown on her head, looking super gorgeous, and I love the blue background. You guys knew I was gonna say it. Be honest with yourselves. But I love the blue background that she is standing in front of here. And she has that little blonde streak of hair coming down on the left side. And the back is also the same as the Oogie photo card that we just pulled. So we get Oogie and Minnie for our first regular pulls. Let's do the QR card now. All right, so for the QR cards, I'm just going to flip and not show the backs because obviously I don't want to show the QR code in the unboxing video. But yeah, hopefully we can get out of these 5 copies. I would be happy with like 3 of 5 members for the QR card, but let's go ahead and see who we get for the first one. And so we get a Shuhua photo card once again. I'm pulling a lot of Shuhua in this unboxing, so this is actually, I think, the same. Is this the same photo as her? Yes, it is the same photo as her postcard. So I took out the postcard and sat it next to me right here because I'll obviously put that away in my large inclusions binder. But this is actually the same photo that they used for the QR card for Shuhua. So yeah, those are my first 3 pulls for the POCA album. I think what I'm going to do now is probably just put all this stuff back in that first envelope and then, like I said, rip through the last 4. Alrighty, so I have taken all of the remaining 4 POCA albums out of the plastic, and so let me just see, are the stickers the same? Yeah, the stickers are going to be the same throughout. So I'm going to put these back in the envelope right here, and then we are going to flip all of the photo cards that we got, and yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, had to fight a little bit with that envelope here, but we are going to flip our first photo card, and we get, so we get a Miyeon photo card, so no duplicates so far. I do like that a lot. So she's doing a wink in this photo card. She also has the heart lollipop, I think it's a lollipop, in her right hand right there, and she's also wearing the hat, which I think she was also wearing during one of the dance scenes in the Gimme That Love music video, which I actually am just now realizing I didn't really talk about at all when I did the Gimme That Love album version. So perhaps I can do it when I get to the end of these POCA albums, but I will just probably talk about it briefly because this unboxing is already pretty long. Up next, we have the second photo card pull. So we are going to flip and, so we get a Soyeon here. So we are really on a roll right now to kick things off with our POCA version. So she is also wearing a crown. So I guess they definitely did a theme for these photo cards. So perhaps these are 2 different sets. So we have a set with them holding a lollipop, and then we have a set with them wearing a crown on the top of their head. So we have Soyeon here in the same outfit that she was wearing for the Crow version photo card that we pulled earlier. And the back is also this thermal design right here, so that's pretty cool. Then last but not least, we have the QR card, and we flip, and okay, so we get another Soyeon photo card and another non-duplicate. So we are so far 6 for 6 for all of these photo cards for the POCA album. Love that so much. And this hairstyle for Soyeon too, I also really like on her. She looks so good in this hairstyle and like this makeup in general. So yeah, it looks like she's inside of like that bathroom set for Gimme That Love, or like the teaser photos, right? So we have our first 6 photo cards for the POCA album. Let's move on. All right, so we have the first photo card for the 3rd copy of our POCA version, and so we're going to flip, and okay, so we get a Shuhua photo card right here, and I'm honestly so shocked that I'm not pulling any duplicates yet. Like, I'm not complaining, but I was also like coming into this with like, I'm probably gonna pull a lot of duplicates, and so far we've been pretty lucky. So we have a Shuhua photo card here in the Lollipop set, and she has some very wet hair, it seems, in that photo. And then this is the back of the photo card, which it's kind of out of focus because of all the faces in the background, so I'm just going to do that real quick. But yeah, that is the first photo card that I got in my 3rd copy. Then we have photo card number 2, and okay, so we get our first duplicate of the POCA albums, and so we have another mini photo card here with the crown on her head. Very nice. So unfortunately we got our first duplicate, but so far we're doing very good. We're doing a lot better than I expected. And now the QR card for the 3rd copy, we're gonna flip, and okay, so we get another duplicate Shuhua right here for the QR code card. And unfortunately this also means that I'm not going to be able to pull OT5 for all of these cards, but there was a very slim probability that I was going to be able to do that anyway, because obviously if it's 1 out of 5 QR cards and I only got 5 copies, like I would have had to have gotten very lucky. So so far we just got 2 dupes. Let's move on to the last 2 copies. All right, so we got the first photo card of the 4th copy right here, and we're gonna flip, and okay, so we get another duplicate photo card, unfortunately. So we get a duplicate Miyeon with the lollipop right here. And so yeah, this is the back of the photo card. Hopefully we can pull a different member for the next photo card pull. The next photo card that I got is going to be, okay, so we get another duplicate Soyeon right here. So this is Soyeon in the crown once again, in the like sports jacket. And that is the back of the photo card. So this unfortunately is like more of what I was expecting. So unfortunately, we're now pulling a whole bunch of duplicates. So hopefully we can turn things around with this copy with the QR card. So let me flip that. So we have the QR card here, and I'm going to flip, and okay, so we get another Soyeon here. So we now have pulled 2 Shuhuas and 2 Soyeons for the QR cards, and unfortunately this copy of the POCA album is a full duplicate copy. So we have another Miyeon right here, we have another Soyeon right here. Actually, it's a full, like, complete duplicate copy to this copy over here. I pulled the same 3 photo cards in this copy as this copy over here. So that's a bit unfortunate, but we still have 1 more copy, so let's open that up. All right, so we have the first photo card of our 5th and final copy of the POCA album. So we're going to flip, and okay, so we finally get a non-duplicate right here. We get a Soyeon photo card for the first time. She's also holding this heart-shaped lollipop right here, and this like very pretty yellow top right here. And she's got like maybe like wet curly hair right here. Maybe it's a little bit wet, not too wet, but still looks super cute. And then this is the back of the photo card once again. So I think the backs do differ in terms of like what set it is, but they differ like very minimally. So yeah, that is the first photo card that I got. And it also seems like I pulled a full OT5 set for that lollipop set, except for mini. So I think that's pretty good. Now we have the second photo card. So we're gonna flip, and okay, so we get Oogie for this photo card set, and very happy with another non-duplicate right here. So she has the very long, like brownish red hair, and she's got some bangs right there, looking super gorgeous in this photo card. And she's got the crown on her head, of course, which is the theme of this photo card set. and that is the back of the photo card. And that also means for this second set, we pulled 3 of 5 members. So we're only missing Miyun and Shuhwa for that set. So we got like the middle age line right there. So Minnie, Soyeon, and Oogie, those are kind of like the middle children, quote unquote, in I-DLE. So we got that line right there. And last but not least, we have the QR code card for my 5th and final copy. And so we are going to flip and, oh, okay, so we get another non-duplicate here. So we get a Miyun photo card for the first time. This is her QR card. And this is, once again, probably like a concept photo in that bathroom or whatever that they did for the concept photos, mainly for like Gimme That Love, the music video. So very happy that I also pulled 3 out of 5 for the QR cards. And I think overall, like, it could have been really bad. I think after my ITZY unboxings for Motto Era, like, we've seen how bad it can be when you pull a lot of duplicates. I'm completely fine with this. I think this is really, really good luck, and I did not pull a lot of duplicates. So that's all I got for the POCA album version. I guess I do want to, very briefly, because I do kind of want to wrap this video up, but very briefly talk about the Gimme That Love, song and music video. So when release day came and Gimme That Love dropped, I actually woke up first thing in the morning after, I woke up from sleeping. And that was the first thing that I watched. I watched the MV. And so I checked it out, and it honestly did not hit with me at first. And it still really hasn't fully hit with me in terms of just I won't skip the song because I'll still listen to it, because I'm still trying to I don't know. It's not like I'm trying to force myself to like it. It's just I'm trying to give it a good chance, right? And I sometimes actually worry about what I say sometimes in these unboxing videos, just given what I see on Twitter, for example, because when I just see I-DLE talked about on Twitter, it's either just plain hate from aunties or whatever, or it's just the I-DLE, the Nevi community on Twitter is kind of obviously defending the hate, but at the same time kind of I don't know, policing itself. And I feel sometimes I'm obviously allowed to have an opinion, but I don't want to put it on Twitter, right? I'd rather just do it in an unboxing like this. And I sometimes worry about that because I don't want it to come off as I'm being hateful to I-DLE in any way. It's just this song, Gimme That Love, I don't think it's my taste. I will say there are a couple things I do like about it. So I really like Oogie's rap part in the second verse, I think. And then I also really love the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus leading up to the chorus, I really enjoy. And I think they alternate members in terms of they have 2 members sing the pre-chorus, the first one, and then for the second pre-chorus, they have another 2 members sing that one. And I just really like the pre-chorus in Gimme That Love. And I think those are the 2 things that I'm holding on to for that song. But the chorus just doesn't really click with me, at least right now. And like I said, this is no hate. This is all just it's not my taste. I'm not trying to bash them in any way whatsoever. It's just, it's not my taste. I'm really trying to like it. Like I said, I'm not trying to force myself to like it, but at the same time, so far, it's not clicking with me. So Gimme That Love is probably my least favorite title track that they have put out, and it's also probably my least favorite track on this mini album. But like I said, that does not mean it's a bad song. Other people can obviously love that song, and that's totally cool. It's just not my taste. I don't really like it that much. What I will say is the MV is really just aesthetic and really cool. I do like the MV a lot. I-DLE definitely wasn't kidding when they teased it and they said it was really sticky. I feel I saw a lot of elements of Mamamoo's Egotistic MV way back in the day in 2015 or 2016, whenever that came out. And then maybe a little bit of Britney Spears Slave For You type deal in terms of the hot, humid, really sticky kind of vibe to an MV. So I definitely enjoyed that a lot. The outfits are really cool. I liked all the makeup and the hairstyles and stuff like that. And I really liked the MV aesthetically, but the song, as I mentioned, doesn't really land with me as of yet. And as with aespa's Dirty Work last year, when I said I didn't really like that song when it came out, and then I sort of had like a renaissance with it maybe like 3-4 months later, and I actually really ended up liking Dirty Work a lot. Perhaps the same thing will happen with Gimme That Love, but right now I'm not feeling the song. Like I said, I will still listen to it when I listen to the whole mini album. I won't skip it, but it's not one of my faves. So I just want to make that very clear. No hate, no anything like that. It's just kind of just like, it's not my taste. So those are my thoughts on all 3 of the, I guess, title tracks or music videos and all of those songs, and just my whole thoughts in general on this album. So I'm going to go ahead and bring everything back into frame, and then let me go ahead and wrap this unboxing up. All right, so that is all I got for this unboxing of I-DLE's 9th mini album We Made. I hope you guys enjoyed everything and all my thoughts in this unboxing video. I know I kind of rambled at points throughout this video, but there was honestly just so much that I wanted to talk about for this unboxing, and like I said, because the standard versions didn't have photo books, I just couldn't really do it the normal way that I normally do it in unboxings. And also, I feel like, especially when I spoke about the mono version, there was some things that I said that I felt like were really important that I just like needed to focus on saying, in terms of like not trying to flip through a photo book and talk at the same time type deal. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. I know I enjoyed it. Like I said, I had so much to talk about, and I really enjoyed just like chatting about it with you guys. So let me know in the comments section below. Don't be shy, and we can have more of a discussion in the comment section about this comeback and how much me personally, I loved it. And if you guys loved it, definitely let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, that's kind of all I got for this unboxing. As for upcoming videos on the channel, so we are progressing very quickly to another busy month of August here. So August, we of course have Red Velvet's comeback at the beginning of the month, and I am kind of sort of still thinking about going quote unquote all out for that. So I have ordered a couple albums initially from K-Town For You. I didn't order like a full set to get a full set of pre-order benefits, but I did also order a full set from Makestar, so we will hopefully have a full set of OT5 for Makestar. And then I'm also kind of debating getting full sets for like other stores. So I think they announced different stores like not Music Plaza, that's the US retailer. What's the other one? Music Plant. So Music Plant is going to have some POBs. I think Musinsa or whatever that store is, they're going to have some POBs. So I'm thinking about maybe ordering from those stores as well to get full OT5 sets, but we'll see. But I'm still really excited for that comeback, and I will, of course, have an unboxing for all of the versions that SM plans on releasing for that comeback. So definitely look forward to an unboxing video for that. And in terms of next week, I think I'm probably going to be able to do a photo card haul. So my IE package is currently en route to me right now, so hopefully that gets delivered safely and into my possession. So I'll be able to film a pretty big photo card haul next week with both my IE packages and then also my orders from like eBay and Mercari US and stuff like that. So that's kind of what's coming up next week, and then also look forward to the Red Velvet unboxing in August. But I think that's all I got for this video today. So thank you guys so much for staying to this point in the video if you did. I hope you have an awesome day or night whenever you watch this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.